Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polachek. Welcome to my channel. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today we're going to be making an easy pop-up card. So I hope you'll join me. Let's get started. Okay, today I got most of my project cut out and prepared to make the card. And so what I've used today was the Good Morning Magnolia set. I used the dies and the stamp set. And I stamped the images in Early Espresso. The inks I used today were Early Espresso and Oat Olive. And the markers that I used today, which are the Stampin' Blends, dark Mango Melody for the centers. I used light crumb cake to do a little bit of shading within the flowers. I used bronze for the stems, and I used Oat Olive Light for the leaves, for all the leaves. And this leaf I did stamp in Oat Olive ink. I stamped this in Early Espresso, cut it out to a flag, and sponged the ends with the Oat Olive. On this one, I also stacked 5 together and glued them all together to make it a little thicker. This is for the front of the card. Okay, for my card base, I have a piece of Early Espresso here that's 4 1/4 by 11, scored on the long side at 5 1/2. I also have a piece of Early Espresso that's 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And I have 2 pieces of jute band ribbon. One is 6 and one is 5 inches. I have 1 piece of very vanilla cardstock that it was embossed with Tuft 3D folder. And it is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. I have 1 piece of very vanilla that is 5 1/4 by 4, and I used an embossing folder on it that's called Subtle, and it's a 3D, and it is very subtle. It looks like linen fabric actually. Okay, now this piece is 4 by 10 1/2, scored on the long side. I stamped this image, which is in this Good Morning set right here. That is in Early Espresso. I stamped this in Oat Olive, this cinnamon here, and I did go back with my I lined up the stamp where I wanted it on my stamparatus here, and put the stamp here, stamped it with the Oat Olive, then I cleaned off my stamp, and then I used Versamark and then clear embossing on top of that, and it gave you a shiny appearance. Okay. Now to emboss this, I only embossed this top half of it, and I used the tufted it again, but I only put it like this in my Big Shot, and I ran it through with the Stampin' Up side facing up and the card facing up, just halfway with this halfway in there like that, and that way it only stamps to where this ends. I mean, it only embosses to where this ends. Okay. I think that's all of it. And now we're going to go ahead and put our card together and make our card. We're going to, since we're going to do this a pop-up card, and it's going to be a very simple one. It's very easy to do. I'm going to turn this on the back side. I'm going to take a pencil or a pen and a ruler. I'm going to mark 1 inch from each edge. So that's 1 inch from there. So Basically, I'm doing on the short side, I'm marking at 1 inch and 3 inch. And I'm going to take it about 1 inch up. I'm going to use my square, my homemade square that's listed below. And I'm going to put this on this side right here. Put it flat against my card. Move it over to that mark that I just made. And now I'll be able to see how far I need to go up. So now I will make my cuts. The only cuts I'm going to make is these two small 1 inch cuts right here. They're 1 inch long, 1 inch away from the edge. Then I'm going to take it and fold it on that line this way and go back the other way and do the same thing. Now I'm going to straighten it out, open up my card, push it out like this, and that way when you fold your card, go ahead and take your bone folder, you have a little platform for this hibiscus, for this magnolia here. And so all I'll do is I want to try to make it so it fits on there, so I don't have to cut as much off. So however that might be. But if you see a better position that you like and you want to cut, and you can always just cut the edges off. And when you put, this is a 1/4 inch smaller than your actual card, so you could cut it afterwards. So let's do that. Let's put it where we want it. I think I want it to open up like this. Or do I like this? No, I do like this better because it's bigger. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to sneak some glue about from here to here in that area there. Don't want to get too much glue because I don't want to glue my card together here. And hopefully I didn't. I'm going to take that, and I can actually move this a little bit here since the glue is still a little wet, and I think that's going to fit in just fine. But like I said, if it is too big, and you can go ahead and trim it after you get your whole card together, or now, whichever way you feel fit. And now when you open up the card, that will be coming out. This would make a beautiful Mother's Day card, wouldn't it? Okay, now on this one with the tufted, this is the very top of our card, I'm going to put our ribbon here, and I will just Scotch tape this about 3/4 of an inch from the edge. Okay. Again, about 3/4 of an inch away. Then I'm going to take this one, and go this way with it. 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, I think that looks better. I'm going to go ahead and fold it over. Hold it, press it, tape it. Hope I'm in. Okay. Now I'm going to take my magnolia, my small magnolia here, and I did glue 3 of the leaves on the back of it here. Now I'm going to kind of arrange this the way I like it. Let's see. Oh no, let's put it together first and see what we think. So now we're going to go ahead and glue our card together. I will glue this to this. This goes inside that fold. Each folds go together here. You could use score tape or glue on this, however you prefer, whatever you prefer. One thing that I see that I did wrong on this, and you might make this correction, is I think if I cut this at, see how this gap is bigger than the gaps on the sides? I should have cut it at 11, and instead of 4 1/4 by 11, I should have cut it at 4 1/4 by 11 1/4. I didn't think about that not being separated there. But anyway, you can make that correction, and I'll make the correction at the front of the video as well. Okay, now it's got a place for a signature here. Throw this back. Go ahead and give that all a good pressing with your bone folder. Now we're going to take our subdued one. We'll glue that on. Centering that inside. Then I'll take my dark one. This has nothing done to it. It's just plain dark Illard Espresso cardstock. And since this is a folder, even though it's subdued, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more glue on it than I would normally. Center this. Okay, now we'll come back with this, some more glue. I'm going to even try to glue underneath that ribbon a little bit, just in case my tape doesn't hold. Again with more glue. Take the time to press that real good around that ribbon, since it is a little thicker there. Now we'll go ahead and just put this little Magnolia. I think I am going to pop this up. Actually, I think I'm going to put two stacked, one on the top of the other, where it meets the cardstock. I'm going to try this, and then one where the ribbon is. Let's see how that works. Yeah, I think that's just fine. Now I'm going to take about a 4-inch piece of this, and I'm going to cut. See if this pulls off. Nope, I just have to go ahead and cut it. And poke a hole kind of at the top. I can get that string through there. Now I'm going to go ahead and tie this. I'm going to try to tie it in a tiny bow. Let's see if that works. Back, this is an oak stack of pearls, but I think they still have pearls. Just stick that on top. Now I use the glue here. we'll just stick that there. And that's our card. These magnolias are beautiful. I've seen them done it for Christmas too. They've done them in red like a poinsettia, and they were just gorgeous. I got the color idea from looking at cards at Pinterest. So that's a good idea. Even if you don't use the card that you see on Pinterest, you can use the colors that they used. And if you like the color, sometimes you just like the card because of the colors in it. So be sure and look at Pinterest for different ideas of colors, designs, all those nice things. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the card. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe and share the video. Thank you.